Hello my children. In the last class we have seen muscular tissues. Today we are going to study nervous tissue. So at the end of this topic you will be able to know what are nervous tissue,
the function and location, what makes a neuron unique from the other cells, and the structure of neuron.
So children, shall we study about nervous tissue?
Yes.
Cells of nervous tissue are called nerve cells or neuron. Many nerve cells are bound by connective tissue. Neurons are the basic structural and functional unit of nervous system. Neurons are also known as nerve cells. They are involved in the transmission of nerve impulses across the whole body. Nerve cells are considered as the longest and oldest cell in one's body. Neurons are excitable cells. They are the wiring of the nervous system's information circuit. I hope the definition of neuron is clear to you. Now let's see what are the main functions of a neuron. The functions are: it receives signals and impulses. And second function, it transmits the nerve impulses in the form of an electrical signals like power lines. It controls all the activities of the body. Do you have any idea about the location of this nerve cell? Our brain, spinal cord and nerves all are made of nerve tissues. Now, shall we see how a neuron is similar to other cells of our body? Neurons and other body cells both contain a nucleus that hold genetic information. Neurons and other body cells are surrounded by a membrane that protects the cell, and both contain cell organelles. Do you have any idea what makes a neuron unique from other cells? Let's see. Neurons have a membrane that is designed to send information to other cells. There are specialized structures designed to transmit and receive information. And there is a connection between the cells of neuron. It is called a synapse. Neurons release a chemical called neurotransmitters to these synapses to communicate with other neurons. These are the things which make a neuron unique, and we won't find these things in the other cells. Now let's move to the structure of a neuron. Neuron looks like a tree with branches coming out of it. A neuron consists of cell body, dendrites, axon, myelin sheath, nodes of Ranvier and synapse. The first part is cell body. It is also known as soma. It is the central part of the neuron. It contains the nucleus and cell organelles. Protein synthesis takes place here. Neurons also contain cell body extensions called processes, which carry impulses to and from the cell body. There are two different types of processes can come from the cell body. One is dendrites and the other one is axon. Now let's see what are dendrites and axon. Dendrites are the branched protoplasmic extension of a nerve cell that conduct nerve impulses from adjacent cells towards the cell body. There are many dendrites in a single nerve cell. Dendrites are also called afferent processes since it carry impulses towards the cell body. Axon. It is a special cellular extension that arises from the cell body. Some axons are myelinated and segmented. In between the segments, we can see nodes of Ranvier. Some axons are non-myelinated. Do you know what is the function of this axon? Axon carry impulses away from cell body. So it is also known as efferent processes. Now Let's see the differences between axon and dendrites.
Axon is single in number, whereas dendrites more than one in a cell. Axon long in shape, but dendrites small and branched. Axon efferent in nature, dendrites efferent in nature. Axon conduct impulses away from the cyton, but dendrites conduct impulses towards the cyton. Myelin sheaths are present in axon, but there is no myelin sheath in dendrites.
Next one is knots of Ranvier. Knots of Ranvier are the points between segments of myelin sheath. These are the short fragments of unmyelinated segments of the axon, which are seen periodically in between the cells of the myelin sheath.
So, what is myelin sheath? Myelin sheath is a protein lipid complex, envelops the axon except at the ending and at knots of Ranvier. The last part is about synapse. Synapse is the site where two neurons join and intercommunicate. The axon terminal contains synapses. Here, neurotransmitter chemicals are released. So, the impulses will be passed from the end of an axon to the dendrites of another neuron. Dear children, these are the main content about nervous tissue.
Thank you for watching me, and God bless.